have exciting news. My new sticky note designs actually came a week early in the mail, and I want to show you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw me designing them at a cafe a couple weeks ago, and they finally arrived. I can't wait to open them. Let's unbox this together. It's kind of heavy. This is what the inside looks like. Okay, so I ordered 3 different designs. This is the first one I made. That one's the same. Oh, okay, this one's different. Luckily they put like a little preview, so I kind of know a little bit what it's looking like. Alright, and then here's the square one. And then lastly, okay, this one was everyone's favorite. You guys actually helped me design this. It's a heart-shaped one. Oh, this came out so cute. Yeah, this one's definitely my favorite. Okay, I kind of had to crouch to get into this angle, but here's a closer look at the 3 designs. They had the strawberry one, the heart-shaped one, and the square one right here. Oh, I think they came out really cute and pink. The only thing is I can't choose which one is my favorite. You guys gotta help me out. It's really between these two. I like the heart-shaped one, and I also like the strawberry-shaped one. The square one's cute because you have more space to write, but I think these are really, really cute. I'm really happy with the colors. To be honest, they came out a little bit darker than expected. I wanted them to be more of a bright pink, but they're kind of more like a cool purplish tone kind of pink. But that's okay, I still think they're super cute. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the rest of these and count them to make sure I got the right amount. Okay, so I know this isn't the most flattering angle. Unfortunately, my table is like against the wall behind you guys, so I just kind of placed my phone square onto my table. I can't fit my tripod there. So this is gonna have to work. Okay, so for these next few clips, I'm just gonna be doing some busy work, unpackaging and unwrapping, inspecting the sticky notes. So I figured I'd use my voiceover to chat with you guys. Now, I actually wanted to go over a topic. It seems to be a bit more persistent now that my account is growing, but let's talk about art theft. Okay, so I'm sure some artists might have experienced this, especially if they have like a following or social media presence and they post their drawings, but I've actually been experiencing art theft a little bit more often than I used to, especially more than a year ago. Just this week alone, I had like 2 cases, which is really unfortunate. If you guys have ever experienced it, it's very disheartening when you guys have like new artwork that you create and you're so proud of it and then people just take it, you know. So I want to talk about that. Firstly, like there are different kinds of art theft, I believe. There's ones when they're just straight up using your artwork. And then there's also when they're too heavily referenced and inspired. So I had 2 stories I want to go over with you guys. The first one happened a couple days ago. And basically one of my friends from the art Facebook group, she messaged me. She was like, hey, this person's selling your logo. And I was like, what? My logo? Which is strange because I'm super careful about posting my drawings online. I watermark it like 3 times. Like I'm very careful when I post my illustrations. So when my friend shared this Facebook listing with me, it was on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, how did they get such a clear, high resolution image of just my logo unwatermarked? Like that was just so strange to me. And the person listed it under Kawaii art stickers, so that gave me the idea to look up Kawaii art on Google, and sure enough, on Google Images, if you look up Kawaii art, it's the 3rd image. It's my YouTube profile picture, which I never thought I had to watermark my YouTube profile picture. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, I always try not to, I don't like confrontation. I'm sure a lot of artists can relate. I don't like to argue, so I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and assume that they just don't know better, especially if they're kids, you know? So I had messaged the person selling my sticker online, and I was like, I try to be very friendly about it. I could probably pull up the message. But I was like, here, I'll read it to you guys. I was like, hello, I see you're using my business logo as a sticker, which you do not have copyright to use. Please remove this listing. I'm sure you meant no harm, but it's not very safe to sell other people's art because you run the risk of getting filed a DMCA violation fee. Please remove it immediately. Thank you. And so I try to come off as non-confrontational and have a bit of a friendly tone because most of the time it's just people that don't know better. Now, luckily with this case, this person was very kind and sincere with their apology. They're like, oh, I had no idea. I got this image second hand and didn't know there was a copyright issue. So they asked me which one was my logo because they're selling multiple stickers, and they even went out of the way to say they'll keep an eye out for it and pass along that the piece was stolen. So thankfully that was resolved very peacefully. I didn't have to send like a cease and desist letter, but yeah. So if you guys do experience stuff like that, I recommend just messaging the person first in a non-confrontational way. Try to solve it peacefully before having to go through the whole complicated process of getting it taken down, you know? Okay, so I just finished unboxing all the sticky notes. I recorded some videos for my Instagram and YouTube, and I just finished counting everything. So I have 50 of each design. I had 3 designs, therefore I have 150 sticky notes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start unwrapping them, inspecting them to make sure that they're ready to sell in my shop. The second situation that had happened recently was a little bit harder to catch. It was kind of a stroke of luck that I found it. Basically, on Instagram, I had an artist comment on one of my posts. They're like, oh, you're one of my biggest art inspirations, and I thought it was so sweet. I had checked out their page because it was evident they were an art account, and I was just going through their stuff, liking their things. And then there was a certain post that stood out to me a little too much. They basically posted a pin design that was very, very similar to one of my logo arts again. They changed very minuscule details. And I thought I was being paranoid because it was clearly evident that the artist had drawn this herself. I won't be sharing the username to protect their privacy. And so I had asked on my close stories, I was like, am I being paranoid? Are these too similar, or should I just let it slide? I had like 30 of you guys confirm that, like, yeah, it's the same design, it's just a different animal. So I did message the artist, and thankfully it was another peaceful resolution, I think. They were super kind and understanding about it. Like, this was actually like the best response when this stuff happens. I can read the message. I basically said, hello, I just want to say I love your artwork. It's very cute, and thank you for your kind comment. It's so sweet you think of me as business inspiration. I actually wanted to reach out because I had checked out your page and noticed one of your products here. I put the listing up there, and I couldn't help but notice it was very inspired by my bunny crepe design. I'd like to request if you could please edit the design to be a little bit more different than mine, or perhaps take the listing down altogether. I know I didn't invent Kawaii crepes or anything, it's just that when the design is too similar to a business's logo, you run the risk of DMCA violation fees. That's pretty much what I say to make it simple for people to understand. And then I put, I'm sure you meant no harm, so I thought I'd message you first. I know as artists, we gotta look out for each other. Hope you have a nice day. And this artist, she was very lovely about it. She was genuinely sorry and a little bit embarrassed. She didn't know better. She had copied it like a year or so ago, I guess. And she was thankful that I had approached the situation with kindness, which I think everyone should do. You know, as small business owners, I think that sometimes we make mistakes and we don't know what's the best approach, and everyone deserves a second chance. So I know it hurts when your art gets stolen, you know, that's like it feels so personal because your art is what you love to do, and to get it stolen just hurts, you know? But always try to approach people like with kindness and without confrontation, and 9 times out of 10 they'll reciprocate that, hopefully, and you guys can resolve it peacefully. And of course, if they try to like block you, which has happened to me, if their response is to block you or avoid you, then obviously you're gonna have to go through some extra steps to get it taken down. But yeah, that was just a little topic on art theft. I hope you guys learned a little bit from that. If you guys made it to the end, please comment down a cloud emoji. I'd love to know who watched the end. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! I'm low-key kind of embarrassed, but if you made it to the end, here are some bloopers. Any angle, but I'm just gonna go ahead and count all of these. Camera, don't fall, please. Oh. He told me that the life of my dreams will grow like Kid Mariano's on his way. Do you understand? 7-foot frame, rats that don't know the